Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will go through prototype design pattern. So prototype design pattern is a creational design pattern and it basically helps you to copy objects without letting your code to be dependent on their classes. Uh, let's ex let's go through it. So basically, now tell me what happens when you make a code. When you make an object of a class, then it's work fine. Everything is working fine. What happens when this making of objects needs a complex functionality? Suppose there is one class which uh, make a DBMS connections in each object creation. Fine. So, is it a good practice to make an object again and again and connect to a DB again and again? It is not right. So there can be a lot of complex functionalities happening when you are working on when you're creating object. So to prevent that, we need to make copy of object without performing this complex functionality, right? So there, here comes the prototype design pattern in the picture. Okay, so to prevent your code dependent on a class, it copies your object. Fine. So let's try to implement this and we'll learn about more in this prototype. Okay, okay. So let's we will we will do basically we will have one shape class and one circle class. Basically, circle class will be implementing my shape interface, and that's where we will be cloning our objects. So we'll see more in details. Let's go through this class. We will make pure virtual function clone and virtual function drop. Okay, looks great. Pragma once. Fine. We will make another class. Now this will be my concrete classes, and I will make it as a circle class. And again here pragma once, and let's have this include shape. Oh, not shape. It is a prototype dot h. Okay, no problem. Let's make a class circle. Okay, and this circle will have some variable. Let's say this variable has radius. Fine. Okay, radius is fine, and I need to implement my shape interface. So for that, I will have this public prototype. Oh no, no, not prototype. It will be shape. Oh, looks great. And now I have to Like I have to implement the methods, virtual methods. Fine. And before that, let's make this not as a public, make it as a private. Because if it is public, then anyone can update the radius, right? I will make it as private. Anyway, if you not mention, then it will be private itself. Let it be public. Okay. Now we will implement the functionality. Uh, Starting with first, what is it is clone. Okay. Shape clone. Okay. Now this clone will have object of circle itself, I guess. Fine. Other. Okay. Mm, let, let's make it constructor. Not, I'll mention it here. Let's make a constructor. And this constructor will initialize my radius with other radius. Okay. Let's make up another constructor. This time I will not take any other variable. I'm not taking any object. I'll take radius itself and initialize radius with R. Good. What will be inside this shape clone? For shape clone, it will be obviously nothing as such. I'm just cloning, and cloning path will be done here with deep clone. I need to make override here, and I'll return here clone object basically, right? So new circle star this. I have told you why I have used a star. This basically will return a pointer. Making it star will return a copy of this object. I mean, yeah, copy of this. Object. What's happened? Object of abstract class types is not allowed. Object of abstract class type circle is not allowed. Okay, so let's do one thing. Okay, I got it. Basically, I have to make it as public, and I hope it is everything will be right, I guess. Object of abstract type circle. Okay, no problem. We'll move forward further. Okay, next method is draw. Let's draw here. Override, see out, drawing circle, uh, radius. Okay, fine. Looks fine everywhere. What is this? Okay, I need to make const here. Okay, now we will make a class which will be a main class. Dot cpp. Fine. So first of all, I'll include circle.h. Also include um, bits slash std using main. Okay, let's have one vector which will be storing shape. Fine. Okay, and now let's initialize the circle. Okay, let's name it circle circle one, new circle. Let's have radius as 10. No problem. Okay, now I will push back circle one inside my shapes. Now I'll again initialize, not initialize this time. I will make clone of my new circle. Fine. So let's have this. Oh, sorry. Okay, since we are cloning, and cloning is a basically method of shape. So I need to have shape circle 2, and this time I'm calling circle 1 clone method. Basically, it will be calling this clone method, right? And this will return new circle. Here I'm making a deep copy. Okay, so now again shapes dot push back circle 2. And now what I'll do, I'll call a loop. I'll make call a loop here. Shapes. Let's name it as shape. Okay, and I'll try to call draw here. Fine. Oh, sorry. Now what happens basically, first of all, I have initialized one circle one here, and I have pushed back this circle in my shape. Now this time I'm calling circle one clone method, which will call this method, and this method is basically what? It's returning new object, calling circle. A new circle means it is making copy of circle itself, a copy of this class itself. Basically, it will call this constructor, and this constructor is basically making a deep clone. And after that, it will return this new cloned object itself, and it will return in this circle 2. And this circle 2 have again pushed back in shapes, and this time I'm calling for each shape draw method. So let's see what happens. Okay, drawing circle 1 10 and drawing circle 10. Okay, let's see. This draw method has been called drawing circle, and radius is shown here. So that's what I was calling. I was trying to understand, make you understand that first of all, I have initialized shape interface, and these have two virtual function, pure virtual function. First is clone, another is draw. And I have made one more class which is implementing my shape. And since it is implementing, then it has to implement the method itself. That method is clone and draw. I have made two constructor. First is the draw, which will basically make a what object taking radius as argument parameter. And second is circle, which is we're taking argument as a object, and this object will try to make a new object of my current class by passing the others radius to my current radius. And since this is returning an object, that's how we are returning the clone a new object from the clone method. And that's where we have called this clone. As I told you, this circle 2 has made a clone object. So this is basically a new object, but we have making a deep cloning of my current object. That's how it's working. So I hope you understand the prototype design pattern here, and yeah, see you next time.